Alright, I'm gonna show you all that I did with this map here. It's a spooky map that's like fucking south of India. Um, it's in the middle of the ocean, like very far from other islands, right? It's like a really random. It's literally based on a real island, a real country, right? So I start off here. I got a helicopter even. I'm doing this in the daytime just to show you everything that I got. I actually got the mission at the start of the morning, and then it gets into the early morning, and there's fog as well. So I got this fucking United Nations vehicle even following me along. I got a helicopter, a medical helicopter, and then I got down here, I got two Land Rovers, Land Rover Defenders. I have two Mercedes-Benz Unimog trucks. They're pretty cool actually. I'll give you a better look at them. Yeah. And the Land Rover Defender. And over here I got a Mercedes G-Wagon, military edition, with like the guy gunning on top, right? Bunch of troops in the back here. I got troops in the back of my Land Rovers as well. And then we move over here, and I got a bunch of Canadian tanks. I got the Leopard tanks here. I got fucking, what is it, 4 of them here. Some barracks to hide behind and shit like that. A little bit more barracks here. And then you come over here, or actually I'll show you all my other troops over here first. I got, this is the Nigerian army that I'm working with. So they got some cool stuff. They got some refueling tanks, ammo trucks, APC, fucking another APC. Then we got a bunch of tanks over here. They even got some Land Rovers too. Stranger looking Land Rovers than me, but yeah. And a bunch of guys. I can play all of these. I can change into these characters. Here's another APC actually I missed. I can change into any of these characters, and I want a Land Rover like mine. I can play any of them if I want to, but I usually play my character, right? This is all Canadian Army vehicles. I got them coming up the rear as well. And then I got more Canadian military that I've hired here. They got a cool vehicle here, actually. That's a strange one I found. Yeah, and then they got the Mercedes. They even got a quad guy. LAVs. And then, over here, I have Nigerian terrorists. An army of Nigerian terrorists. They got tanks and troops, and tanks going this way, and then they got a troop of Land Rovers here too, and then more tanks going this way, and then more Land Rovers over here, all with guns and stuff. I gotta clear these hotels. I'm gonna add more terrorists into these hotels here, and then into this TV station, whatever the fuck this is. Over here I got like a small town, kind of a city. You got the pub. I've pretty much finished this. I got the smaller apartment buildings, larger high-rise apartment buildings. They all got terrorists inside of them. The Nigerian terrorists. And then over here I got Middle Eastern terrorists that have taken over some buildings. I might put some more in some of these. Further down we got some Canadian police in here actually. They're the Edmonton police, and the Calgary police is in the smaller building. I forgot to mention, I got some terrorists out on boats here too. This is pretty cool. I got some sniper rifle shots to shoot here. And then a bunch of different Canadian police stole a boat. So they're sitting here in a stolen boat. Over here, I found a mod that has the real uniforms of police from this country. Over here, I got the United Nations, and they're doing a talk with some Vancouver and Montreal police that do drugs, right? And they're mad at these crooked cops that have been bad. I got a room of crooked cops that got arrested here. All different kinds of cops, and the United Nations is with them with this random other cop buddy. And they're in this establishment with a camp, and they got all sorts of camp stuff. They got United Nations vehicles around. They got tents and all that, and then they got the generator with a fridge even, and they got troops all around here too. These guys are all on my side too. They're friendly guys. I even got an SUV, all sorts of stuff. Yep, and then over here I got some boats waiting to take me out to do a Navy SEALs kind of a mission. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put guys on here and do stuff on this one as well, but I already got guys on this one. I got the United Nations checking things out, and they've discovered Canadian military that does not collect hashish is working with Canadian police that are crooked, and they've stolen this aircraft carrier. Okay, so then over here I have a Turkish base. I got the Turkish Navy is over here doing reconnaissance, and they have a base, and this is how they found the aircraft carrier. You got the Turkish military is here. I'm working with the Turkish military, right? And they got all these fucking vehicles down here, helicopter and stuff, so I meet up with them. And they tell me about the aircraft carrier, and they have also found something over here, as well as out in the ocean. I guess they have found that the police have stolen more boats. The police have stolen a boat over here. They got a police helicopter following it. Up here you can see. Whoop. Get a better view of it. Fuck. Quite a thing, right? Hovering up in the air, and then down here you got some random Canadian military that are crooked with Canadian police that are crooked, and then you got a bunch of prisoners of cool cops and the Turkish military that they've kidnapped, and they've stolen a Turkish boat. So you gotta get the Turkish boat back. And then over here you got another random boat that you gotta steal and you gotta take back. And it's got Canadian police and terrorists all over it too. The terrorists are trying to take it from the Canadian police, right? And the Canadian police have stolen it. And then I'll show you way over here. I got some other stuff too. I gotta go all the way over here on my map. And take my camera here. I'll show you all this. I got some ships over here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them. Actually, before I show you that, this is also part of, I haven't finished this part, but this is what the Turkish military is doing as well. They're doing reconnaissance, and they found this military base of the Boko Haram, the Nigerian terrorists, right? I got a plane flying around here. Just a random civilian plane. I got a couple civilian planes out. And then all the way over here I have some oil tankers and stuff I'm gonna put terrorists on. A cargo ship I'm gonna put terrorists on for a mission. They've stolen the cargo ship. The terrorists have stolen the cargo ship, right? And you gotta retrieve it. I'm gonna build this up more. There's some secret stuff over here. Some interesting secret finds. You can find some weapons and stuff. And then I'm gonna make a small town out of it. And then, last but not least, we got a smaller island, two smaller islands, and a large cruise ship over here. Two small apartments with random stuff in them and guns you can find around here. I'm gonna build it up a bit more. A church, a random small house that this buddy's taken over. He's at the end of the fucking world here. And then we got a police island, an Alcatraz kind of an island. And in here they have a stash of guns, right? A stash of guns that they have collected. And you can come in here and you can raid their gun cabinet and you can take their guns, right? And you can also free prisoners. I'm gonna have hostages in here. And then also in here I'm gonna have hostages. Oh, I put somebody in here already. What did I put in here? Oh, I got 2 guys in here. And a doctor hanging, a dead doctor. Quite a thing, right? And then I got 2 police that have obviously killed this man. They're crooked Edmonton, Alberta police. And then I got this Watchtower police station here as well. That's all except for over on the other island. It is really big. I've not done anything with this part over here yet. And over here is actually where they have other buildings, right? I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with this and make it really ridiculously extravagant. You can enter all of these buildings, right? Well, mostly, half of them anyways. They're partly accessible. Oh, these ones are completely accessible. So, you know, I mean, you can put a whole ton of guys in here. These are all military barracks kind of a thing, right? You can put guys in all of this, and then... Oh, what's this over here? They got a fucking radar facility. Another one over here. And then down over here, there's more barracks and even a dock, right? You can put boats by. And also an airfield, too. I was fucking around with this before, but I decided to do the other side, and I think I'm going to put stuff here. I got my Turkish airplane over here. This is all I got over here right now. I was going to put some other stuff down. I got some Turkish troops and a Turkish airplane. They've been doing reconnaissance kind of a thing. So, yeah, you know, I've made this island look really extravagant. I mean, there's a lot you can do with it. It's a special map. It really is, right? That's the whole map there. It just makes you think what you can do with it. And what it will be like in the future when we can take it over with artificial intelligence, with paintball guns, airsoft guns, real guns with only 22 rounds, you know? I mean, you can shoot artificial intelligence with it. You can then argue that even humans should be able to play large, massive paintball games with, you know, even tanks that shoot paintballs, explosive mines, and explosive satchel charges, and stuff like that explodes at random that you can find, you know, remote activated, you know, proximity mines that stick to the wall and stuff like that explode with paint instead, right? You can also, they play airsoft gun games in Japan right now. So, I think we should, after they bring out artificial intelligence that you can shoot at with real guns, we should be arguing that people should also be able to, you know, all humans, or even with artificial intelligence, if you want to have, like, soldiers with you, real ones. I'm not talking about these kinds of video game artificial intelligence. These do nothing compared to what artificial intelligence can do soon. I mean, this is just in a video game. This is just nothing compared to real robots in real life and what they're going to be able to do, what you can program them to do soon, right? I'm excited. You'll be able to do military simulations like this on random islands like the British Indian Ocean Territory. Or you'll be able to, you know, basically play the video game Grand Theft Auto, like a theme of Grand Theft Auto, cowboys and Indians, or, you know, you could even have Lego or whatever, Star Wars, aliens and stuff like that. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. And design artificial intelligence that looks like real humans, or artificial intelligence that looks like, that even looks like aliens or whatever the fuck else, right? So it's quite an exciting future we have. This is going to come out in the next 40 years' time, you know, and because of South Korean surgery keeping us alive forever, we'll all be able to experience this forever, and this will be the end of the world. Robots will be bringing us food from underground warehouses or warehouses above ground like this. Drone helicopters will bring us vehicles even, and food or clothing, whatever the fuck items we want, guns and stuff like that, right? And then we'll be able to shoot real bullets in islands that are more restricted, or cities that are more restricted, where you have to pass a psychological test proving that you are able to shoot at artificial intelligence on this island, that you're not a person that's going to go crazy and you're going to start shooting at other real humans, right? So, it's quite an interesting idea. Of course, there is still the risk of other humans shooting at you on those islands or in those cities and towns that they'll make in the near future, right? On planet Earth, I'm not kidding you. Um, you know, in those cities, there'll be a warning sign outside of them, like, you know, you got to understand that people are shooting guns at artificial intelligence and robots here. And there's still a warning of you getting shot at, though these people are all psychologically tested to handle these locations, and they're all going to only shoot at artificial intelligence or robots and, you know, non-living animals or humans, non-living objects, right? Yeah, so, and no explosives is it, because explosives are a bit ridiculous. But this is all realistic and possible in the future.